Alright, here we are in Fort Lauderdale. We are going to Orlando. Some rough weather. Definitely. Should be fun. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and get started. We dispatched to Silver Air. VATSIM's been filed. All the controls are good. We have ACARs up and running. How are we doing here? Okay, let's set this correctly. Kinda don't like the way. Okay. So everything's looking good. It's down. Alright, let's go to the top. Put the pumps on. Some lights on. Okay, let's go ahead and load up our flight plan. Let's import it. We need 1720 kilos of fuel. And 1770 is good, so we'll put 50 kilos extra. Let's load up the aircraft. Alright, hold on, let's see what's going on here. That should help us out a little bit on the ITT. Alright, we got all that going. We've loaded it up. Trim is set. And let's go ahead and do the ACARs. Okay, calm. So let's get the comms going. Okay, nav. I always like to set the ILS. So for 10 left, I think I should know by now. One. Fort Lauderdale is 1144. Okay, so we have the ILS for 10 left. And then the VOR for 10, or excuse me, the VOR for Fort Lauderdale. And then we've got 5614. All right, we have the, we don't have a clearance yet. But we have no ATC. So we're cleared to the Orlando airport via the Doral 2 departure MATLK transition, then as filed. What's the Doral 2? Let's just see really quick. What's our altitude for the Doral 2? As assigned by ATC, let's just do 4,000. 4,000, expect 6,000 and 10 minutes. Frequency is 122.8. All right, that's our clearance. So let's go ahead and set this 4,000. Barrow is 999. Okay, Barrow's 999. We got the heading. IAS, good. Let's go ahead and set the course to 097 if we have to come back. Okay, that's good. So we got that going for us. And we have the transponder code. Good. All right, let's dive into the FMS. Weight is set. Position data. Per minute, we're going up to 16,000. I think we're going up to 16,000, or was it 14,000? Yeah, it's 14,000. Come back to Palm Beach. Call that 11,000. Flight plan, we're going on the 10 left, Doral 2, MATLK transition, boom. I think the Doral 2 has us going 060 right after takeoff. Climb to 580 feet, then climbing left turn to 060. Yep, there it is, 060. So on this one, I particularly like to arm the LNAV because we don't have controllers, and so we're just going to fly it straight by the book. And as soon as we get to 580 feet, the flight director is going to switch to 060. We'll even put us on the heading for 060 as well. Actually, we won't do that. We'll keep it on. We'll keep it on heading select, and then when we get to 580, we'll watch the flight director swing. I want to come in 18 right. Alright, so that's all good. Alright, good. Awesome. Okay, we're all good. Let's go. Let's get the push. Man, I am so close. Let's go ahead and get the push. Ground power's off. Perf. Got 108, 108, 13. Let's reset. Confirm takeoff data. We're all in green. We have 108 on the tape. Good. Speed, good. 101. We're now on auto. Alright, let's go ahead and close up the doors. And remove the chocks. Let's go ahead and hit a beacon. And let's go ahead and get our push. Let's release the parking brake. Alright, let's do the before propeller rotation checklist. CDLs, they're on. FMS and takeoff data is confirmed. Trims are set. Doors are now closed. Seatbelts are on. Beacon is on. Before propeller rotation checklist is complete. Miami Tower just came up. I wonder why he didn't push us back where we wanted. Okay, let's just stick here. Huh. Maybe it didn't take it. We'll be off in a jiffy. Okay, let's get that in here. Let's make sure we got no one around us. Good, let's go ahead and start him. Let's get the hydraulics going. Good. Prop brake off. Got good rotation. Let's go ahead and get condition lever 1 to auto. Condition lever 1 to auto, single channel is off. You got low pitch. Alright, let's go ahead and get the B. Let's go ahead and turn on number 1. Got a good starter. Let's go ahead and go to feather. Got good fuel flow. Start. Green oil pressure. ITT stabilizing. MP stabilizing. Let's go to auto. Condition levers 1 and 2 are now to auto. We have low pitch. Let's go ahead and go recall, FWS recall. Let's close up the cockpit comm hatch doors. Condition levers 1 and 2 is auto, anti-icing not required. TRU, let's go ahead and do the rounds. Let's get the TRU, let's go ahead and get the probes on. And let's go ahead and turn on the taxi light. Okay, taxi light is on. Oop, anti-skid. Anti-skid is 3 green. Flaps are 15 indicated. Noticeable steering is on before taxi checklist is complete. Taxi. Do we have the taxi takeoff light? Oh, it's on. Let's go ahead and release the brake. Yes, brakes. Are they working? Yep. Brakes are working. FGCP, FM1, FM2, couple to the left. Heading select, low bank, IAS, flight director, and we have LNAV in the hopper. Takeoff config test. It's good. For takeoff checklist. Takeoff briefing. So we're going to be taking off for runway 10 left. Wait just a second here. 10 left. Conditions are dry for now. 9,000 feet. V1 108. V2 V08. V rotate 108. V2 113. If we have any sudden power loss prior to V1, we're going to go ahead and cut the power. Come to complete stop. If we do make it to V rotate and we do get the aircraft in the air but lose an engine after that, we're going to go ahead and climb out at V2 plus 5, which is 118. We'll be making left traffic today, get up to 2,000 feet if we can, and flaps up at 133. And then what we'll do is we have the ILS on the V. And we also have it set up nav1. So we have the course set to 097. So we'll just shoot the ILS coming in. If we do make it though without losing an engine and we're up to 580 feet, we're going to hit climb power. And flaps will be up at 133. Alright, let's take off briefing. Gust lock. Take a look at the flight controls. Right, back, down, full right, full left. Spoiler right, green, spoiler left, green. So we are all good. Transponder. How are we doing on the transponder? Yep, we're good on the transponder and the airflow. Above the line for takeoff is complete. Let's go ahead and call for taxi. Oh, we're just going to go straight out Charlie. Lauderdale traffic, Silver Wing 67, taxiing to runway 10 left via Charlie. Lauderdale. All right, let's go. Let's go ahead and test us. Looking good. Cabin crew. Engine bleeds are on. External lights. We'll hold off on a minute. Let's go ahead and set our rudder cam. So my goal will be to fly it on manual through the turn to 060 and climb to 4,000. And then we'll go to autopilot shortly before 4,000, and then we'll go direct lifer. That's my goal. Make sure I didn't clear the disc on. Good. Put a perf over here. It's 108. 108 in the tape. Good. 118, one engine now climb out. So there. So we're good. Let's go ahead and get the lights on. So external lights are all on. Lateral flight director is set. Rudder cam has been reset before takeoff. Checklist below the line is complete. Alright, let's go. Lauderdale traffic, Silver Wing 67, taking runway 10 left for the departure on the Doral 2 departure to the north. Lauderdale. How's that Looks like it's really nothing. Alright, so let's go ahead and get rolling. Let's go. Chrono. Get into the notch. Okay, we're in the notch. ATVCS is armed. MP is over 100. Let's go. Runways identified. V1, rotate. Gear up. Taxi takeoff light, we're all off. There goes the flight director, the way we want it. Flaps up. And away we go. Lauderdale traffic, Silverwing 67 is clear of runway 10 left, climbing through 1.8 for 4,000. Last call for Lauderdale. Okay, we're good there. Let's go ahead and hit the autopilot. I found that pretty good. After takeoff, so we have landing gear, flaps are up, power management is indeed to climb. Let's get a little closer. Indeed to climb. Engine bleeds are on. Taxi takeoff light is off. Altimeters are set after takeoff. Checklist is complete. Alright, with that being said, let's go ahead and go direct. Well, first of all, let's go ahead and raise this to 14,000. Takes forever here, doesn't it? And let's go direct. Lifer. Nav. LNAV's already in, so normally we would never do that unless we were not given a heading. The Doral 2, is it an RNAV? It is an RNAV. Sometimes we won't be given a heading. We'll just do it. Seen a little bit of weather, not much at all. Should be making a right-hand turn in a minute or less. (13°C). we're through. We're through 10. Here we go. All right. So, gear, yaw damper, light. So that's what we did really quick. Gear, yaw damper, light. Taxi takeoff light. For some reason it doesn't control the switch. I don't know. All I know is that the light goes on and off when I push that button, regardless of what the switch actually does. So it's easier for me, but I could hit the gear, and then I have to go to the mouse to go to yaw damper, and then come up here to taxi takeoff light. Or I can just hit gear, look over here, yaw damper, light, and then look right back. I don't know. I don't know if it's easier or not. Alright, here we go. It kind of broke out. Need to cross lifer at least 4,000. We're up at 4,000 already. Man, we are light. I mean, not really. We're only 1,000 kilos less. Alright, let's go ahead and get MCO put in there. 3, 0, 0, 0. I got zeros all the way across. Yeah. I've got winds at 3, 0, 0 at 4. But we will be landing to the south, which is interesting. I guess most of the airplanes coming into Orlando are coming from the north. So it makes sense that they're usually always landing to the south when winds are light. We got overcast 1,500 feet at Orlando. It's a lot better than earlier today. Alright, we are going to go in for 18 right. The ILS 18 right. Alright, so that is the ILS. Let's go ahead and as soon as we Orlando over here has not shown up yet. Okay, so now let's go ahead and reset the heading boat. Go to heading and let's set the ILS. To 187 or 185, excuse me. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's get ourselves in the notch. Let's go ahead and set the heading bug. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy to cruise. So what do we do there? We have had to reset our screens. We can no longer put in a flight plan, which really sucks. Alright, so let's do this manually. Start from scratch. So we got the plane stable, we're flying straight. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to go direct Doral. Actually, we're right at Doral, so let's go direct funner. Let's get on the LNAV. Okay. Alright, so we're turning on course. Perfect. Let's go back. We're going to be doing the ILS-18 right, Goofy 7. We'll do the hull up is pretty far. How about the naval? Let's do the naval. Let's clear out the discon. Alright, we're good. Alright, so we're back in business. Okay, how are we on our, okay, squawk code is good. Nav, 111.9er. Okay. Before takeoff, that checklist was complete. After takeoff, that checklist was complete. Okay, let's go ahead and set up the baro for Orlando. Let's make sure, let's go heading bug, heading, how are we here? So we need to set this up to 185. Okay, 185. Let's go back to LNAV. Good. Alright, so we have recovered. Let's take a quick look at the Goofy 7. So we're going to go MATLK and then BAIRN. We're going to catch it at BAIRN. So we're going to be from over BAIRN to Orlando to Odell. Depart Odell heading 360 for final. Okay. So Odell we go 360, and I think we're going to go all the way out here and then come back. We'll call it that way. I think. And we can always come through here. We need to be at 11,000 at BAIRN. Yeah, let's go ahead and go up here and check things out. See if there's anything that flipped out up here. Strobe wasn't on. It's good to know. Alright, so BAIRN we need to be, well, once you pass funner, we got MATLK, then BAIRN. It's about 26 miles, 26 nautical miles from funner to BAIRN. We need to get down 15 miles. We need 15 miles to get down. Alright, so we got the VOR, or excuse me, the ILS plugged in for 1.8 right. And we're going to intercept at navel. So I want to go 3,000 feet. I want to go to 3,000. And we'll intercept in between navel and oneer. That's what we'll do. Let's go ahead and brief it really quick. So our localizer is 101.9er. It's in. Final approach course is 185, which we saw earlier. There it is, 185. Tuffy, the final approach fix is 2200, but we'll want to be 3000 in between owner and naval. Decision altitude will be 294 today. So let's set 300. Elevation at touchdown will be 96. Missed approach will be climbing 500, then a right turn to 4,000 feet, heading 270. Alright. Climbing right turn, 270. Outbound on the VOR, Orlando VOR, 227 radial. To Canby, and hold. At 4,000. Okay. Yeah, I'll go. There's our turn into MATLK. So we're 20 to BAIRN right now. I think we are. Yeah, about 20. Got 4 miles to Funner, or MATLK. We'll go ahead and to get to 4 miles here. We'll go ahead and start our descent. Everything's in the groove here. So we got 3,000 feet to drop. I like to multiply 3 then by 5, gives me 15 miles. That's a good 10 or 1,000 foot per minute descent. And here we go. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So we've got 1,000 foot per minute drop. Pull back some power. Start our descent. FWS. Recall. Landing elevation is set. FMA. Yep, navs are all set. Decision altitude. Yep, it's in here. Arrival briefing has been done. Approach. We'll wait to get below 10,000 on this one. So you can see we have a nice descent rate, and we should hit 1,000 right before BAIRN. So it works out good. We're 20 miles until we go manual off of Goofy 7. Let's go ahead and put in Orlando right now. Orlando is 124.3. So once we get to 1,000, I'm going to go ahead and put us back into the notch. Okay, we're back into the notch. That should maintain our speed. I'm going to put us at 360 right now. get us down to 5,000. Okay. Heading select. Let's go from there. We're good there. Let's go ahead and jump start things. All right, I'll be right back. Well, there's our overcast layer.
London traffic between 31 and 59, takeoff runway 18 left.
Alright, seatbelts are on, landing lights are on, altimeters are set and checked, cabin altitude set. Okay, before landing, cabin crew, let's go. Alright, here we go.
Around the traffic between 51 and 59 airborne 18 Hamas.
Oh, we got quite the layer here.
That's traffic American 2058 rolling light 18 but departure to the north.
Go ahead and set us to 3,000. And we're going to go to 275. Let's go ahead and set 275 right now. And let's start a descent. Let's go ahead and get us Orlando traffic. Silver Wing 67 is 20 miles to the north, inbound on the ILS 18 right. Orlando. Don't tell me we froze again. Unbelievable. should be interesting. One niner. Let's turn to intercept. It's taking way too long. Okay, we've intercepted the Loke. Okay, we've gone through it, but we should come back. I don't have any time to program this. Alright, let's increase some of our power. Orlando traffic, Silverwing 67's 10 miles out on the ILS, runway 18 right, Orlando. Do I have time? Here we go. Gyroscopes engaged. Nope. Okay, let's get down to first notch of flaps. Let's put the gear down. So we're Loke and we're glide scope. Landing gear, flaps, we're coming. Let's, oh. Okay, we got takeoff anyway. How's our lights? Let's get the landing lights on. Taxi takeoff light is on. Power is where we want it. Another notch of flaps. Don't have the runway yet. Orlando traffic, Silver Wing 67, 5 mile final on the ILS 18 right, Orlando. Yep, got it. We got it. How do you like that? Man, what a recovery. That kind of stinks though. But we did it. I'm not going to put down the last notch of flaps because we're doing pretty good on our speed. Power management, takeoff, TLU low speed, good. So we'll go to 35. 300 is our MDA. $4,000 is our target altitude on the mist. Taxi. External lights are on before landing checklist is complete.
500.
We have wet conditions. Good stuff. Autopilot off. Yaw damper off. Winds.
Approaching minimum. $200. Minimum. Minimum.
We're continuing.
100.
Floating it, that's for sure.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Flaps up. Let's go ahead and stop here. Let's make sure, let's clean ourselves up. Alright, we'll keep everything on here. Orlando traffic, Silver Wing 67 is vacated, runway 18 right at Juliet. Taxiing the airside 1 via Juliet, will cross 18 left at Juliet. Orlando. After landing, radar is off, flight controls. Flaps are up, trims are okay. Landing and strobe, let's make sure we have our strobe on. Alright, so we got our strobe on. As we cross here, anti-icing. Let's just make sure TRU off. crossing right now. Icing probe heat, true. TRU, good. We're good. Go all the way to the top here. Well, what we had to do is we had to put in, well, first we had to stabilize ourselves. It's amazing we didn't overfly the localizer more than more than we already did. But what we had to do is we had to stabilize our altitude, got the autopilot on, centered our heading bug, then I turned quickly to intercept, and then what we needed to do is get the nav back into the localizer, reset the course, hit approach, so then we could intercept the localizer and glide scope, and it worked. A lot of workload. Thank God for the autopilot. And you have to realize really quickly when the you know what hits the fan, and you can't all of a sudden, the screen's at froze. So you're gonna have to really let me get the taxi takeoff light off. Coming in hot. All right, let's go ahead and set our brake. And we're spooling down here pretty nice. Let's go ahead and got a prop brake now. Good. That was in good shape. Let's go ahead and get the seatbelts off. Start opening up the doors. Get the chocks down. There we go. That's how we do that. Well, that was a really interesting deal, guys. Oh, I don't want people falling out of there. What is that, service door? Yeah, let's not have people fall out. So, yeah, that was a very interesting flight coming in. We had the schmutz coming through the schmutz. I thought was good. Yeah, it's good practice all the way around. Good flight. 2 screen freezes, though. No bueno. and one right before intercepting the localizer. Thank God we went for 1-8 right. Yeah, if we gone for 1-7 left, we would have been really screwed. But anyway, this is the one that we wanted, so we can get off of Juliet and taxi over here. Anyway, guys, I think I am going to post this so we could see how to recover from 2 screen freezes in flight. Pretty discouraging. But we made it on VATSIM, but with no controllers. But at least things didn't, things didn't go completely crazy on us. Until next time, clear skies and warm tailwinds. Buster, take it away.